All right, speaking of open houses,
Yes.
what are we going to talk about?
Well, we ran some promos this week about chocolate chip cookies and the mystery of the chocolate chip cookies at open houses.
Does that work?
Yeah.
You know what? It does. And I'll tell you, what we wanted to kind of talk about was really kind of the 5 sense appeal, which means, we'll appeal to all the senses at an open house. So, and obviously chocolate chip cookies is one of those with smell.
Yep.
So it's a big thing, whether it's chocolate chip cookies or bread
Yep.
or a light potpourri or flowers, but to get the negative odors out of the house.
I was going to say, or for the clean freaks, when you walk in and you can smell the nice clean, I don't want to say the word bleach, but the smell of cleaning materials in the air, and it's
With that broken mic, we are awful close here, aren't we?
I know, this is weird. Those of you at home, we normally sit across the room from each other, and today we're sitting right next to each other, and it's just a little weird.
Yeah, exactly. You were saying about too much bleach and things like that. I'll tell you, I've been in houses where they do the little plug-in,
Yep.
the Glade fresheners.
Yeah.
And and they do it in every room.
Right.
And I'll tell you what, that you can't go overboard like that. So
Yeah.
it's more subtleness,
Well, you're right. I mean, I think that when I've been through houses where, if you're going to do that, if you do need to, if you think you need that enhancement of odor, I like to stick light with like linen or, something like that and not overdo it, because when you overdo it, it really, that's almost as offensive as having the, like you said, the pet odors or, or if you have really crazy cooking habits, when you cook a lot of fish or something, they have that fish smell in the house.
Yes.
And that's a common problem too. So it's like, I think like you were saying, thinking about when you're putting your house up for sale, or if you're going to have an open house on your house that you are selling, to think about those senses. Like I always say to my clients, pretend you're having a dinner party and you're having your friends over. Have the lights on, have the music, have the smells just right. I always offer when a guest comes over a bottle of water or whatever, glass of wine. And I tell you, years ago, I had an experience with another agent where we were doing our first showing. And this was back probably 10, 12 years ago, something like that, back when I was a kid. Actually, when I was in my 30s. But anyway, we literally go and do a showing, and this was the first time I ever experienced someone writing a hand note that said, "Hey, thanks for taking time out of your busy day to visit our house. Take time to take a little treat, go and enjoy, the house." And well, we got there, we were hungry. It was about our 8th showing of the day, and so what a great, we all relaxed. It immediately relaxed everybody. And how do you not like the person selling that house?
Right. And what else do you do? A lot of times when we're showing houses, it's not, hey, yeah, remember that one over at 123 Main Street? It's the one with, hey, remember the treasure hunt, that they had, or the one that had the cookies.
Remember the waterfall? That was the other one. A lot of these people are getting the water gardening and outside stuff, and we should talk to Pat Remick next time he's in about that, because great. And that curb appeal, when people are walking up in these, I don't know if you've ever seen these pondless waterfalls. They are so cool. I mean, they're low maintenance. They just add that and like a resort kind of quality to the house. And it's
that's
neat.
Another thing for an open house, site. I learned this trick a while ago, but to turn the sprinklers on about 30 minutes prior to whether it be a showing or an open house, but then the grass glistens a little. There's sight, sound, taste, and touch, are the other senses. And when we're talking about sight, manicuring the front lawn, just making sure that everything is looking good. Another thing that I've seen, and I think is a big thing, and it's a perception thing, is when you go into their bathrooms and, you have the soap dish. Everyone uses the soap. Yep. But that when people take and replace and have really a showing or open house soap, that soap then goes on there and looks brand new. I think what you're trying to do is you're trying to eliminate anything that can detract or from the house.